Good morning. For those of you who know me, you probably know that I'm a really big fan of metaphors. Or maybe you didn't, but now you know. And one of my most favorite metaphors from this year came from seeing one of my classmate friends wear a big pair of dress shoes for Spirit Week. When he told me that it was his dad's, I remarked how those are really big shoes to fill, not realizing that, one, my statement was an idiom in itself, and that, two, those shoes served as a metaphor to something so beautiful. I was instantly reminded of someone following in their father's footsteps, one so small, but now able to grow into his shoes as they've learned to carry on the role that they have been entrusted with. Much in the same way, we, as the class of 2022, have been trying to fit into other shoes throughout our high school journey. We've been looking up to so many people, whether that be our teachers, staff members, mentors, older siblings, and parents, as we learn to tread the hardships in life, to stay humble in the wake of victory, and to work hard and look after one another in this harsh world. And without these people, we would not be where we are today. And so, my fellow graduates, make sure you take the time to thank each and every person you are able to follow after, for gratitude is a start to growth. Along the way, though, we have stumbled as we tried to fit into these shoes, as we were still figuring out who we were in high school. But as we continue to grow, though, and perhaps stumble our way into college or any future endeavor, I hope you do not lose sight of the most important pair of shoes that you will ever be asked to fill. And those are the ones that the Heavenly Father has put before you. They might have memory foam cushions that you can bounce in, some really cool patterns, but whatever shoe you imagine God's shoes to be, they certainly will be big. And we, as ambassadors of Christ, ought to be a living example and testimony of God anywhere and everywhere. As Jesus tells us in his Great Commission, we are to go and make disciples of all nations. And so for us, each day is an opportunity to be the hands and, yes, feet of Jesus. Got to start putting on those dusty first century sandals. But as we are compelled by love to serve one another, may we leave a bigger pair of shoes behind us wherever we go. And with that, I must recognize that many of you will not remember this day for the speeches. Oh man. The songs performed, or the hours leading up to you getting here on this field. But I do hope you remember it for the very people you are sitting next to, the people in the line of shoes to the left and right of you. If you take a look at the shoes beside you, now who would have thought that so many people would be looking at your shoes today? But if you take a look, you'll notice how different they are. But even if they look the same, their tread patterns will differ. The amount of pressure you put when you walk, how long your stance is, your shoe size and pattern underneath, all of these differentiate your tread pattern. And it is our tread pattern which shows us what we have done in those shoes. So as it's time for us to put on a new pair of shoes, as we've given ours for another, recognize that God will only put things in front of us that he has designed and equipped for us. So have faith that the shoes that God puts before you are meant for you, because the tread pattern won't happen until you are willing to put your feet into them and walk in faith. Now, I hope you leave today with all the friendships you want to start in high school, having forgiven past wrongs and mistakes, having taken on every opportunity to lead, and having believed that you belonged and mattered every single day, because you really do. I'm going to miss you all so very much as we embark on a new chapter of our lives. But if our paths shall ever once again cross, I hope that I can smile and tell you that I am a different person from the last time we met because of the ways that I have seen the Lord at work in my life. And I hope that is the same with you when we grow older and hopefully wiser. Now, this might be a little harder for the guys to grasp, but I'll end with a metaphor just like I started with one. I pray that you'll all be the next Cinderella, leaving your shoe behind, so that when others give it a try, they'll definitely know that they're one of a kind. Thank you.